Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You can taste the lemon zest and the herb. Oh man. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Coach Bear, back in the kitchen again.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Today we're gonna make some lemon and herb chicken thighs, as well as some broccolini to go with it.
What did he say?
All right, YouTube, first I'm gonna go ahead and start by breaking down the essentials. So we're gonna start with the meat and produce first. You're gonna have 3 chicken thighs and your fresh broccolini here. Both of these are both washed, freshly washed. Then go into the utensils. You're gonna use some tongs, a baster, 1 tablespoon. Go into our seasonings. We're gonna use some lemon juice and a fresh lemon. We're gonna go with some iodized salt, garlic powder, Italian seasoning blend, oregano, some garlic salt, some black pepper, 3/4 butter. We're gonna use 3/4 of this butter, olive oil.
3 weeks later.
And to mix the chicken in here with the seasoning, we're gonna use a mixing bowl. Gotta use baking pan for our broccolini. And last but not least,
you need your skillet with a nice, good, balanced weight on it. You understand?
all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, YouTube, so first I'm gonna go ahead and start by dressing the broccolini. We're just gonna go ahead and get this dressed and prep for the oven. We're not gonna put it in yet, but we're just gonna go ahead and prep it. So I got a little olive oil right here. I'm gonna take it with the brush and dab the brush in the olive oil. And I'm gonna just go ahead and dab the broccolini. Make sure all the oil covers all the stalks.
Just like so.
Next I'm gonna go ahead and use some salt. Sprinkle some salt over. And some black pepper. I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of lemon juice. Give it some zesty flavor to accompany with the lemon and herb chicken that we'll be eating today. And that's it. We're gonna go ahead and set this aside and we're gonna move on to the chicken. All right, YouTube, so first moving on with the chicken. How I prepare my chicken and all my meats in general, I normally like to kind of take a little sharp knife or a fork or what have you, and I kind of like to make little small slits all around the meat.
Pause.
So when it cooks, right, all the flavor and seasoning can seep through the meat. So you don't want to do it too big. Just kind of want to stab it just a little bit all around. So that way when it cooks, all the flavor and all that gets on the inside of it. So I'd like to start top side first, kind of stab it all around like so, and then I'll flip it. Go to the back side. You don't, like I said again, you don't need to cut it too big because you don't want to split the chicken while it's cooking, but just kind of give it a little stab. It's the only time I give people permission to stab something. Add a little black pepper. Flip it. Add it to the back side now. Open this one up a little bit. Now next we're gonna add some salt. We're gonna flip it. Other side. And lastly, we're gonna add a little bit of garlic salt. Now, normally some recipes for lemon herb chicken calls for fresh garlic. I personally am allergic to fresh garlic, so I'm sorry about that, folks.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, YouTube. So I got in this mixing bowl, already got the seasonings mixed in. I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once again, I said I'm allergic to fresh garlic, so I got a whole tablespoon of garlic powder in here. But if you do want to make this with some fresh minced garlic, then use 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And I have some Italian seasoning in here. It's a little mixture of oregano. It's a little mixture of some basil, some thyme and all that. So all that's already mixed in the Italian seasoning I got. With the lemon juice as well. So I got my cast iron skillet already. I greased it up with some olive oil. So I'm gonna go ahead now with the seasoned chicken that was seasoned in that salt and pepper that I seasoned earlier. All I'm gonna do is put the chicken top side down, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook this for 2 to 3 minutes until the top is golden. So I'm gonna evenly distribute it in the pan. So I'm gonna just go ahead and sit it in here. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until that top is golden. Chicken's been cooking top side for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's all golden. So while I've been cooking this, I went ahead and put the broccolini in the oven. Now the broccolini is going to cook on 375 degrees, and it's going to cook for 15 minutes. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to transition the chicken and put it in that lemon and herb mixture that I made earlier. And while I do this, I'm going to go ahead and add on some butter, that 3/4 butter to this pan. And then I'll add the chicken back to the pan, and we're going to cook it for 6 to 8 minutes on each side. All right, YouTube, so my butter's all melted. So I'm going to go ahead now and add this. Add the chicken into the pan. Add it on top side, and we're going to cook it for 6 minutes on each side until it's thoroughly cooked all the way through. Now, as the chicken is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and take the baster. Keep the top moist. You always want to keep the top moist on your food when it's cooking. So take the butter, baste it on the top, get the top moist, and keep on cooking. All right, YouTube, now it's time to taste it. We're gonna start with the broccolini first. Add a little lemon on there on the end. Trying to tell you, thank me later.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
You can taste the lemon zest and the herb. Oh man,
That boy is good.
Listen, if y'all like what y'all seen here today, please go subscribe. Also, drop in the comment section below. I can cook anything, trust me. I'll do it. Listen, I like ideas all the time, always thinking. Go ahead, drop it in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Peace.
Damn, party.
I'm in it.